What's up, guys? This is D, the Grim Gamer. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back for another episode of Jason Jackson's career in NASCAR Dirt to Daytona. It's been probably about a month or so, maybe even longer, since the last time I got to sit down and actually record any of this, and it seemed like I say that almost every episode anymore, but that's just kind of how things go. And on that note, I want to talk for just a moment about that. I've been trying very hard and have done so for a year to have at least an episode ready to go every single week for this series for a weekly release. But the only time I have to do this and the only time I have to record and edit these is on a weekend, and my weekends are starting to get pretty busy. It's always something to do, and I simply haven't had the time. So most of my episodes that I had built up have pretty much run out, and so I'm kind of running it like week by week, trying to get an episode, recorded, edited, and put up for that weekly release. And so I say all that because I don't know how much longer I'll be able to keep that up. There's just a lot going on, and I don't have the time to keep this schedule like this going, at least right now, and for the foreseeable future. I don't really see that changing. Spring is practically on our doorstep, and there's other things that are going to be needing to be done on my weekends. So I'm still going to try my absolute best to make sure that I have an episode every single week, but I'm just letting everyone know now that may be changing here in the next several weeks. I got a couple more episodes scheduled already that are done, but not many. And obviously I'm sitting here recording now, so I hope to record 2, maybe even 3 in this particular recording session, trying to build up again. But if my weekends continue to be busy like they have been, I may run out of episodes, and there might start being weeks that there might not be an episode of this series. If that happens, there's a link in the description below for the Grim Beardson Discord, which is a joint Discord server between my brother and myself, who also streams and does things. But I will put an update there so you can check the Discord. If you're already in the Discord, then you'll see the update. And then I also have a Facebook page, the Grim Gamer on Facebook. There's a link to that in the description as well. I'll have an update there. If I'm not going to be able to have an episode ready to go, I will let everybody know before that Monday, like, hey, no episode this week. Sorry, I'll get back to it as soon as I possibly can. So updates will be provided if that doesn't happen. I'm going to do my best to make sure that that doesn't happen, like I said, but that's the reality of it, and that may be coming fairly soon. So with all of that now being said, it's time to actually get into this episode. And again, it's been like a month or so since I've even been able to sit down and record. I forgot what the hell even happened last time, so I had to go back and watch my own episode to figure out what happened. And we had 2 races, as we do every episode, but we had a near top 5 at Dover. This first time we run Dover in the trucks, came away with a 6th place. And then at Texas, we were trying to get yet another top 5, except Lee Phillips screwed us again. And one of these days, I'm gonna put watch my language just a tad. I'll put him in the fence. I need to just put him in the fence because he deserves it. Damn it, because he screwed me over several times now. So that's what happened. We wound up with a 9th at Texas, and that could have been better. We got $158,000 in our available funds, which isn't enough to do diddly jack squat. So once again, we have 2 more races for you, but tonight we are going to do one in the trucks, and then we have one in the modifieds. So the second race of my 4 races in the modifieds is coming up in this episode. It is the first trip to New Hampshire. So we've got that going on as well. But first, we got the trucks. And we're loading that truck up, and we are going to Kansas Speedway. So let's get to the track, let's jump in the truck, and see if we can make something happen. And if we can't, we'll at least make something happen with Lee Phillips. Put him in the wall. Well, definitely got some more speed in it from the last time we were here at Kansas. A couple of these lap times. Just ran a couple extra ones right then in a quick run. Even cracked 33 with lap 5 there, 33.9. That's the only 33 I could get, but running some pretty low 34s. I don't know what that looks like qualifying-wise, but, I made a slight little adjustment to some camber on the right side, and that seems to help it turn a little bit better. I still have a bad habit of overdriving the corners, though. Like, I want to carry more speed into the corners than I actually can, and I gotta try to remember not to do that. Sometimes you gotta slow down to go fast. Anyways, qualifying wise, we're not up there with Lance Nort. Not no 33.2s. And we're going out 13th, so it's not really a good indication of where we might stack up, because there's a lot of people that still got to go out yet. So, all right, JJ, let's go down and lay down a hazer. Let's at least be in the top 10. Be nice to be in the top 5 for once. But a top 10, I'll take that. Now, I probably said it last time, but with Kansas, at least this iteration of it, I don't know if it ever changed or ever got any reconfigurations, but it's like I don't feel like there's enough bunking. Not enough bunking in the corners, for the speed you're carrying into them. It's kind of irritating. There we go, right to the white line. Right to the white line. Then we're going to cut off some of this distance right here.
All right, let's see where we're
It's 34.2. That was about the average of what I was running in practice, most of the time. It seemed like once the tires start to warm up a little bit, started to get a little bit more grip, then I could cut, a 10th or so off for a few laps. But that seemed pretty standard, at least at the beginning of my practice run. So I guess about the best we could hope for. I know we weren't staying in no top 5. That wasn't going to happen. Okay. Okay, I think that's it. We are top 10. Cool. Again, I'd like to start seeing some top 5s, but, with where we're at currently, and still need, I think, a couple of the big boy upgrades, top 10s I don't think is terrible. I feel like that's like we're at least doing something. But qualifying 8th, if we could gain a couple spots, if we could just gain, 3 spots, then we would have ourselves a top 5. I want to say that's the goal, because I'm going to be disappointed when it doesn't happen. So, all right. Jason Jackson to JJR with the 281 Connor's Meditation Machine. Let's go out and snag us a top 5. Fingers crossed.
It's a perfect day for racing at Kansas Speedway.
Alan, it's been a while. How you doing, Alan?
This brand new state-of-the-art facility has brought NASCAR to the heartland.
Brand new.
Although the tri-oval track design is not unique
fresh
to Kansas, a slight difference in the banking makes this track truly different.
That's different, all right. They needed to put some more bunking in these corners than we're on the outside. That sucks. And Bobby Daughter, he's been making moves this season so far, from what I remember. And that's who we got to deal with on the inside of us. It's not ideal. It's not great. So, we'll only survive the first couple laps. We'll see what we can make happen.
Get set. The race is going green. There's the green flag.
All right. Okay, here we go. And on the outside, you can get steamrolled right from the start. And this guy up here did not get going. Did not get going at all, and he just ruined my momentum.
All clear.
Sorry, Kenny.
Car high.
Oh, Kenny just, oh my God. Oh, Kenny, I am so sorry. Kenny just got leveled. Oh, Kenny. Oh, Kenny. Oh, now I feel bad. Oops. Somebody get the ambulance out there. Somebody get the paramedics. Kenny needs some help. That entire start, everything about that went wrong. I'm on the outside for one thing. And then somebody up in front of me did not get going. I had to lift. I got stuck in traffic. All of that was bad. It was all bad. Got several takers going there into the pits. I'm not going to do that. I mean, because even if I got a full tank of fuel right now, I still would be short anyway. I'd still have to make another pit stop. So doesn't make a whole lot of sense to give up track position, even though I've already lost several spots. But maybe once we cycle around here, I think a couple of those guys are in front of me. So maybe we'll pick up a couple of those back. I don't know. Yeah, once we got past pit road, those few that pitted, we're back up to 9th. So we're practically back where we started. 8th place starting spot, restart 9th. Maybe we can get a decent start going this time after this. Let's almost like we'll do a single file reset and try the start of this race again.
Pace car's off. Get set. The race is going green.
Okay.
There's the green flag.
Get down here to start with. I don't want to run somebody over, and I don't want to get held up in the start.
Still there.
Handling might be a little bit
Still there.
different now that we've got the back end of the truck scuffed up a little bit.
Still there. All clear.
I'm going to pull right down in front of me, eh, bud? Jay Wood. Inside. Dude, I'm here.
That was a great lap.
I am here.
Still there.
Give me some space, man.
Clear high.
Yeah, it's feels like it wants to get a little bit looser in the corners than it did
That was a great lap.
originally in practice. That's got to be some of that rear end damage. Oh, what is it? What is it doing? Oh, sorry, Brandon. Sorry, Brandon. Sir Gawkin. I don't know what it was doing right then.
Stay low. Still there.
Brandon, I'm here, dude. I'm here, dude.
You're all clear.
Damn you. And now we got radiator damage.
Car high.
That's cool.
There's a spin in turn 3.
Yeah, I know.
Still there.
Yep, now it's a lot tighter because we got the front end damage. Come on, man. The hell is happening?
Stay low. Still there. Car high.
I'm gonna fight with these knuckleheads. Just give me space. Give me room.
You're all clear.
Get out of the way. I got radiator damage. Hopefully that's not going to mean that my engine's going to end up overheating or something. Something I'm going to have to worry about now too. Except now I can't corner like I could in practice. And so there's Jay Wood. Dude.
Stay high. Still there.
Yeah, it's tight. It does not want to turn. Damn it all. Oh, it is pushing. It is pushing to that wall, trying to get back on the throttle out of the corner. It's not great. It's not good. It's not good at all. And I can try to catch Jay Wood on the straightaway, trying to use that, aerodynamics and that draft. But on the corner, we just, the damage, we can't get around the corners the way we need to. It just wants to push up, and it doesn't want to turn very good. See, look at this. Come on. Come on, truck. Cooperate with me.
Still there. You're all clear.
Yeah, I was going to try to use that slower traffic to my advantage. And
you're all clear.
Jay Wood over there, he mastered that perfectly.
That's the halfway mark.
Just couldn't quite do it.
You're low on fuel.
Low on fuel. I guess it's probably about time for a green flag pit stop. I can go another lap or two, maybe. So we're gonna. Got something going on here. Another lap or so, and then we're gonna have. It's gonna be green flag pit stop time.
You're low on fuel.
Well, it's telling us we're low on fuel. Yeah, we better just come in this time, probably. Probably a smart play. Now if we can get into the pits,
all clear.
Halfway decent. Joe Wood's going in there. He's backing off it.
High. Slow down.
Oh, and he's going to hit me in the back. There we go. All right. Only the two. Nope. We're only going to do the two tires. We're only going to do two. I probably only need. No. I didn't pay attention to the laps the way I should have. I probably could do the 1.5. And then hopefully there's not a whole lot of damage, but we repair some of the damage too. Yeah, well, 5 seconds of damage. That's maybe it'll help me turn a little bit better, but that may ruin my chances. But only the two tires should help. It's still a 14. Well, there goes Joe. Or I don't know if his name is Joe, but Jay Wood. You can kind of keep with him, then maybe things will be okay. Woo! Get back up here.
10 laps to go.
Yeah, only 10 to go. I honestly really did not need the 2 full cans of fuel. And that might have cut down a little bit on the pit time, but hopefully there's a lot of guys that still got a pit yet, because we're now back here in 29th. It's not great. Now there's a spot right there from Koff. And we got Sensor here in front of us. At least with the damage fixed, it does seem to want to turn a lot better. So that's something. I just hope it's going to mean something by the time we get to the end here. All right, now we're starting to cycle out of here a bit. There we go.
Still there. All clear.
And now we're back towards the top 10. And Setzer here is going to give me problems. Whoop! How about that crossover move? Give it up, Setzer.
Still there.
Hand it over. It's going to run into the back of me there a little bit. No, that's cool. It's fine.
Still there. Clear.
Give up the spot, my guy. Clear! Setzer does not want to leave me alone. Dennis Setzer's picking on me. Leave me alone. There we go. Now we're back at the top 10. That's something. This guy's going to be right in my way. Whoop.
Still there.
There, maybe that'll hold Setzer up there a little bit. All right, now that we've cycled back out, we find ourselves back up to 8th where we started. So that's not terrible. We'll consider that a win for the day if we can finish there. And we've only got like 4 or 5 laps to go at this point, so not going to catch Crawford up there 5 seconds ahead, but
still there. 5 laps to go.
Yeah, 5 to go now. With the way this all started, this could have been much worse.
2 to go.
2 laps to go, and for the last couple, we've kind of just been riding around here. Leader's taking the white flag, so the leader's right behind us. Running a risk of going a lap down even. And that damn Lee Phillips. Lee, if you don't get the hell away from me, it's fenced for you, buddy. I still owe you. I got you in practice pretty good. But last lap, and if I wouldn't have had all that damage to repair during my pit stop, which is about 5 seconds, I could maybe be up there a little bit closer to Crawford's. Could have challenged for 7th, maybe. But even these last couple laps, he's still putting a little time on me too. Part of that probably to do with the 2 tires instead of getting 4. But with the way this race started,
top 10, can't complain about that.
Yeah, with the way this race started, which was crazy. We had people flipping. We had Kenny Schrader going for a wild ride, which I still feel sorry for Kenny Schrader. See, now he's dead last. I need to send Kenny Schrader like a my bad card, or something, like hope you get well soon, because he's probably in the hospital at this point. And that really upsets me, that me and Kenny Schrader, we've been having like some run-ins. I stole that win from him last season, and I like Kenny Schrader. I've seen many interviews and everything with Kenny Schrader. He seems like a real stand-up kind of guy, and Jason Jackson's been kind of a nuisance to him. But anyways, for that to start the way that it did, we qualify 8th, we finish 8th, so we got a top 10 out of the deal. I can't really complain about that. We salvaged a top 10 out of that madness. So, not terrible. Well, there we have it. Another top 10. So, with our, with a 9th at Darlington, a 6th at Dover, a 9th at Texas, which also should have been better, and now an 8th at Kansas. We're showing a little bit of consistency and just steadily racking up top 10s. So I can't really complain with that. It's another 142 points. And hopefully, since we repaired a bunch of the damage, hopefully that's not a lot of loss as far as funding goes. So, and also, I don't remember. I don't think we've really changed many of the sponsors this season. Maybe 1 or 2. I don't remember. We might have only changed 1, but maybe we'll get a couple sponsor opportunities too, and maybe we can make some more money if that's the case. So, we got $28,000 in expenses, but we did come away with $37,000, almost 37.5. I believe that is all of our sponsor bonuses. We got that 15th for Age of Drive, 10th or better for Perfect 10 Lotion. So that actually answers my question. We've already got sponsors where we place in the top 10 where we're already making some money. So I don't know really what else we can get unless we can get ones like I already got 10th, 15th, 20th, 25th, and 30th. So as long as we finish in the top 10, we get all of that. So we might not have opportunity to get too much more as far as sponsorship money, but I don't know. So what a race. Bill Lester emerged victorious at Kansas on June 30th, but Team 281 stole the show. Sort of. We might have stole the show for the wrong reasons. At least that's not in the paper. Kenny Schrader suffered multiple broken bones and is in the hospital because of a wreck at Kansas, thanks to Jason Jackson and the other guy who got involved that hooked me in the right rear. I don't know who that was. Jackson had some fairly strong words. Dennis Setzer was on my back bumper all race long. I am tired of the cheap tactics used to win in this league. Oh, Jackson not happy. Jackson getting tired, sick and tired of being bullied on the track. You know, with Lee Phillips getting away, getting hooked. We're getting tired of that nonsense. Jason Jackson's going to have to start making examples out of people. Ask Kenny Schrader about that. That's not even fair. That's not even fair. So we got 8th place finish. Well, looks like we fell one spot in the standings. I forgot to mention earlier that we were 10th in the standings. We have now dropped to 11th. We're only 7 points behind Jay Wood, however. But everybody in the top 5, or in the top 10, excuse me, besides Jay Wood, have top 5s to their credit. So that's what's going to be ruining things for us. We need to start getting some top 5s if we want to move up. We only have to finish in the top 20 for Connor Meditation to get our sponsor money at the end of the season, but, I mean, we're right there. We're right there, but these are some of the big dogs, though. Norrick, Crafton, Presley, Dodder, Crawford, Setzer, I didn't realize was doing as well as he is. Kvappel, so we got to challenge some of the big guys if we want to try to crack that top 10, though. So, well, there we go. If we can get top 5s, Film Z Development would give us 8,500, but qualify 5th or better, place 7th or better with lucky 7s. I mean, we're right there, right? In the last couple races, we did get a 6th at Dover, and we got a couple 9th place finishes. So, I feel like 7ths are doable, but we haven't been getting that yet, though. You know what? What's our least amount? What is it? This Fruity Drinks 30th? Yeah, Fruity Drinks is the least amount we can get for placing 30th or better. And we're already under contract and started a contract with Perfect 10 and Age of Drive, so we can't move those sponsors. They are where they are. So if we take lucky 7s, we're not going to get that 7,777 for the base reward. But it will be more, and like $3,000, like if we don't get a 7th place finish, and if I don't have Fruity Drinks and I miss out on that $3,000, it's only $3,000. It's not that much. But if we go with lucky 7s, and then come next season, I'll be able to move these around a little bit or something if need be. But if we go with lucky 7s, they will give us $5,832 compared to the $3,300 or whatever. So that is some more with lucky 7s, and I like how it's like 3 little slot machine excuse me, slot machine like squares there, like all cherries, so maybe with lucky 7s we'll have some more luck here in the 281 Connor's Meditation Machine out on the track. So Fruity Drinks, we appreciate what you've done for us, but we're going to move on. Lucky 7s, welcome to the team. All right, so that was our truck race for the evening. So we now have $196,000 in our available funds. But next up, we head to the Featherlite Modified Series for our second Featherlite Modified Series race of the season that we plan on doing. The first trip to New Hampshire. We need all top 5s at least in order to get our sponsorship money at the end of the season from Polaris. The first race at Crystal Lake did not go according to plan. But at New Hampshire, we usually run away with this one. So here's to hoping for another victory, another W, and another checkered flag. I know I've said this at some point in this series, but man, when you start a game and you're into a game and you put that game down for a while and then try to come back to it, man, it's hard to get back into it like you were. Always do well here at New Hampshire in these modifieds, and some of my best laps. I'm like a half a second off of like my best lap that I've ever run. It's it's like I'm losing it. But hopefully, it's still fast enough to still come away with a win here. So, I mean, what we can do is go out and qualify and see what we can do. And with it looking right now with Gary Solis and Mike Hemeseth up there with 29 ones, like I'm running like 29 zeros. So that would still be pole position, but man, like my best lap is like a 28.5, and it's like where is that speed at? What am I doing wrong? But again, hopefully it's still going to be enough where we can still come away with a win here. But let's also hope for a pole position. We get into some traffic, we might have a hard time. And also, like at the very beginning of a run with the cold tires, like man, I don't remember this thing slipping and sliding the way that it is. Like, man, it fishtails in the corner. If I can control it, it definitely helps me turn, but I don't remember it being like that. Maybe it always has been. I just don't remember it. All right, off of corner 4. Good lap. Come on. Oh, yeah, that's a 28.8. Okay. All right, 28.8, that's okay. That's a little bit more where we should be. And with cold tires, like if they were a little bit more warmed up, we had a little bit more stick, had a bit more grip, that we might be able to get back to my best time. That should be pole. That should be pole position. Oh yeah, that's pole position by a good margin. So that's what we were hoping for. That's what we want to see. So as long as I don't screw it up too bad, then we should come away with the first win on the season. We kind of need that. We kind of need that not only for our morale at JJR Jason Jackson Racing. We need that for our pocketbook. We need that for a paycheck. So let's go out there and let's snag us a AA and a checkered flag for Polaris and the boys.
Hello, I'm Alan Bestwick, and welcome to
Hello, Alan.
New Hampshire.
Welcome to another race, Alan.
This squared off-road has seen some fantastic finishes in its history. Over 100,000 people attend each race, coming from nearby Boston, Providence, and all of New England to see the action at New Hampshire International Speedway.
Now, William Anderson, Francis Lee back there. Again, we got Gary Solis up here on the front row with us. But a good first lap or two, and we should be able to just run away with this thing. So.
Get set. The race is going green.
Yup.
There's the green flag.
Gary, you're starting a little bit ahead of me there, and I don't like it. I think you need to come back here a little bit. Yeah, like back there. And gone. We're out. Sayonara and so long. Drop the Hashmer. We're out. Woo, look at it slide. Woo, look at it do the fishtail thing. There we go, off 3 and 4. There's leading the first lap, and we're already leaving them behind. See you, fellas. Oh yeah, only about 2 or 3 laps in, and we've already got 3 seconds up on Mike Hemeseth, and Gary Solis already fell out of the top 5. He had a fluke lap there in qualifying. He already gone. And nobody else has nothing for Jason J.J. Jackson at New Hampshire. We're just crushing them, as expected. Oh, see, got that corner a little hot. You stop doing that. Oh yeah, the car is hooked up here at New Hampshire. Here's to finding that same kind of speed in our next Truck Series race, because I believe the next Truck Series race is at the same track. had a doubleheader at this last season in the same episode. Not going to happen this time with the way that the schedule fell, but yeah, if we can find some speed like this at New Hampshire in the truck, that would be fantastic.
5 laps to go.
5 to go and 7 seconds up on the rest of the field. That's what I like to see. And since I'm talking, I am screwing up my corners. I don't think it even matters. We're still putting time on the field. AI just sucks here. At least in the modifieds they do. Look at that. The rest of the field knows they got nothing for Jason Jackson. Gary Sohos knows it. So he's just trying to give him a show. He dropped out of the top 5 and he has worked his way all the way back up to second. So Gary Sohos doing his best to give the fans a good show.
2 to go.
And 2 to go, and this one is in the bag.
Last lap.
White flag is out. Just one more lap to go. Yeah, I heard that in my head. I don't know if anybody out there remembers Andretti Racing on the PS1. I did a one-off stream about that some time ago, but all I can think of is I think it's Bob Jenkins that actually would say that very line, excuse me. I'm on my final lap, and there's the checker. Show it to me. That's mine. Thank you very much. I will take that. And Jason Jackson with the fastest lap, my fastest ever, is like a 28.55. So, what was that? Like 1/100th of a second off of my best lap ever. So, like, we found it. It took me a good few laps, especially in practice and everything, to try to get this back down. But we finally found it. Found our rhythm. Found our way around the track and found our way to Victory Circle. So let's send it down to Victory Lane and let's get the opinions and the thoughts from the victor, Jason J.J. Jackson.
Ooh-wee. What a ride. I tell you what, I love coming to New Hampshire in the Featherlite Modifieds. We slay here every single time we come to this track. Tonight was no different. We may have a new primary sponsor. We may have a new paint scheme on the go-kart, but the results were the same. Checker flag right there, hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Only our second start of the season because of this limited schedule. But we got ourselves checker flag, got you boys, double A. That's what I'm talking about. That go-kart's fast. Nobody in the field had anything for us tonight. But it wouldn't have ever been that fast. You already know what I'm going to say. We got to go through it. We're talking about them sponsors. We're talking Pours, Don's Fish Shipping, Restaurants, Gal Bank, and Fairs Financial. Boys, we got you one. It was practically a guarantee here at New Hampshire in the modifieds that we were going to come away with this, the checker flag and the double AA. So we got to come back here one more time this season. We will be back and we'll be looking for yet another one of these to display on the display trophy case. And we'll be coming for that one, and we'll be coming for the one at Martinsville too. It feels so damn good to be back in Victory Circle. And I'm looking forward to do it again when we come back here in just a couple of more weeks. Jason Jackson, JJR, back in Victory Lane again in New Hampshire in the modifieds. Woo-wee!
Oh yeah, not even a competition. We just should have rolled the car off the hauler and they should have just gave us the checkered flag in the garage area. Because Gary Sohos and the rest of the boys had no snowball's chance in hell. Average miles per hour. And 11 seconds back in like a 12 or 13 lap race or whatever it was. I mean, just crushed. No chance in hell. That feels amazing. We finally got ourselves a win on the season. So show me that money. We want some more money. There's some money. Not a scratch on the car. Nothing. Brought it home like we took it from the shop. Still sparkling clean. So $32,000 for that victory. Now let's see it. NASCAR Weekly. Jackson domination continues. New Hampshire. The race at New Hampshire showcased the talents of one outstanding driver. There was only one in this show. Jason Jackson won the race, and in the process gave one of the most dominating performances anyone has ever seen. I felt really good from the start of the race, said Jason Jackson in victory lane. Hell yeah, domination. Not even close. There we have it. 190 points, even though it don't matter. We got all the bonus points. Yeah, we're down here because we're only running 4 races this season. But look at that. Oh, no top 5s, no wins. Down here at the very bottom. Win. 2 top 5s in 2 races. I mean, suck on that field. Well, there we have it. There's a win on the season. I feel good about that. And we now have $228,000 in our available funds once again. And then after this, we're on to a few more truck races before we do another race in the modified. So, overall, a decent episode. We got ourselves a top 10 in the trucks and a victory in the modified. So I can't really complain about all of that too much. We still need to send flowers to Kenny Schrader. I do. I feel so bad about that, but it is what it is, and that sort of thing happens in racing every once in a while. I guess it's just kind of one of those things. But anyways, I did enjoy this episode, and if you did, make sure you hit that like button, and if you're not already, if you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you don't miss out on any other content coming to the channel, whether it's more of the NASCAR Dirt to Daytona series, whether it's the live stream replays, whether it's game unboxings or retro game hunting, or just anything else that it is I decide to do here. And also, if you're so inclined, if you want to, there's a link in the description box below for my Twitch account. I stream every Tuesday and Thursday nights, playing all types of different games over there, so you can follow me there and you can chat with me live, and check out the streams. And there's also a link in the description for the Grim Beardson Discord. That is a joint Discord server between myself and my brother Suave Beardson, who also streams every Wednesday and Sunday nights. He's playing all types of different games as well. So with that being said, that's it for this one. I am D. I'm the Grim Gamer, and I will catch you next time for another episode of Jason Jackson's career in NASCAR Dirt to Daytona. I think that's him. I think there's that damn Lee Phillips.
Stay low. Still there.
Damn you, Lee. No.
Clear high.
No. Fence.
There's
Fence.
a spin in turn 1.
Damn Lee Phillips.